Thursday again. This is AlphaWit Thursdays, Silver Admirals edition, something something. The bad show that we do. We're doing it again.
It's
I
Bad
AlphaWit.
show of badness. Stinky, stinky badness.
yes, we have
It's
Alpha.
AlphaWit. Hi. It's AlphaWit Admiral Edition tonight. There's
Yeah.
no fucking Silver and there's no fucking Kirk.
Kirk is doing a family thing. Silver might have forgotten or gotten busy.
Kirk
Which
has a legitimate excuse because family is important, and Silver is
we've lost him somewhere along the way. He might drop in, and if he does,
we dropped him off at the McDonald's again.
yeah.
And which he got promptly scooped up by the kitchen and turned into McNuggets.
Well, that's a better fate than
Oh, hey, Alpha, remember this puzzle I made you solve?
Yeah. Which puzzle? Because I can't see anything you're doing.
That's right. I have only started streaming and have forgotten to show this to my friends.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot.
So,
Now
do
then.
you like roller games? I know you said you didn't particularly care to watch them, but you like playing.
Not really.
Okay.
I think they're much more fun to play. I just don't have a lot of experience or love for the genre. I tuned in for a little while.
Well, I was just more going to recommend that you should probably play that game if you happen to like rollers, because River City Girls is just fucking nuts.
It did look fairly silly.
Who's there?
It is I, returned from battle.
Oh, you made it!
You tardy ass pig fucker. What the fuck
Shun the tardy fucker! Shun!
I was keeping a harrowing and dangerous ordeal.
Something, what I said before, Richard struggles produce what normal people do every day. Absolute shit.
That's pretty funny.
Yep.
Now
then, about this puzzle that
Alpha, solve this for me.
Well, bear in mind that the solution I have is on a contingency that I don't know whether is true or not.
I see.
But that having been said, please use 2, 3, and 5. Whoa, slow it down,
Sorry. You need to put 6 of them in. And it will make the digital root of what it was.
Some of their digital roots appear?
I believe so.
Just catch me up. Who, if anyone, has already made a 6 holes need to be filled joke?
Nobody.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to do so either.
Sounds like Thursday nights back with my ex-wife.
Can we move on, please?
Yes,
I
please.
have questions.
I mean, you're not gonna like the answers, but...
Alright. Let's see if this works. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1. That is the expected... Well, no, that's actually not entirely the expected result. I was expecting 8 to show up as well. Alright.
If I do back, he might give us the instructions again.
No, there's no need for that.
Okay.
Not yet. 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 8. Should be 2 and 4. Okay.
We have gained 2 and 4, and the others did not turn off.
6, 7, 1. 9, 2, 3. That should light 3 and 5. What?
It didn't? Do that one again?
6, 7, 1, which is 12, whose digital root should be 3. And then...
Wait, 6 and 7...
is third... Did I fuck? Oh, no, 641. 641. Okay, that should...
6 and 4 is 10, and 1 is 11, whose digital root is 2.
Oh, wait, no, I'm looking higher up on my document. Never mind. 671 was the intended. And change that to 651. I guess in my speed rush to... Alright, that's 12. That'll be... Now, I don't see the excuse for 923. 9 and 2 is 11. And then 11 and 3 is 14. That should have been 5.
There you go.
Okay, that was my own fuck up. 6 and 8 I have not written down because I expected them to hit before. But I can sling them up very quickly, I think.
But it needs to use 3 numbers.
I know. 6, 8, and 1 would be 15, which would give us 6. Now let me see if I can get 8.
For those watching at home, the world record speedrun for this game is 59 minutes and 34 seconds.
Good for that person.
Okay, 6, 8, 1.
14 and 1 is 15. Digital root is 6.
9, 5, 3.
14 and 3 is 17. Whose digital root is 8.
Got it.
But, eh.
The lights are on and somebody's not home.
Gotta do it again.
What you mean?
So...
Why are we doing this again?
9 holes.
Oh, I see.
And there's an F up above them. Santa... Don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time there's 9 holes. So we need to insert 9 pins.
Oh, is this a magic square?
Maybe? Man, that's boring. Why don't you just try it?
Thank you, Castle of Dr. Brain.
Right?
Okay. Starting from the top left, in this order.
Wait, why? How do you know?
Because I have done this exact puzzle before, assuming the goal is the same as the first time I witnessed this puzzle.
What does the
It
F
is
mean?
a 25-year-old computer game puzzle.
The F, I would assume, based on my knowledge, stands for 15, which is what every row, every column, and every diagonal will come out to be.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, top row.
Mhm.
6, 7, 2. 1, 5, 9. 8, 3, 4.
Well, alright then. I have no
This is what
idea how
hap-
you were supposed to get that before. If you hadn't played Castle of Dr. Brain.
Well,
Like,
there are pieces there, but
F for 15. A lot of things start with F, like 4 and 5.
it's true. I admit there was a small amount of metagaming involved there, but
Okay, there's...
I mean, if they made it obvious, who would end up paying for hint guides and strategy guides? Wit?
I've never...
Think of all those good, hardworking American jobs that would be lost if we listened to Wit and reformed our puzzles so that they actually made a modicum of sense to normal human beings.
I haven't
I'm
bought a
having-
strategy guide in a long time.
I'm having flashbacks to the first anniversary show.
I've never bought a strategy guide.
We were bougie. And Zach was
The-
a completionist.
Okay,
The only
so what's
strategy
this?
guide I ever owned was the Baldur's Gate 2 strategy guide, and oh boy, did I get use out of that thing.
I
Green
kind of
button.
wish I did buy a few just because I kind of want the ones to stuff like Silent Hill where they got the nice art in them.
Right.
Alright, put the lever in your mouth and jerk it all around while jamming as hard as you can on the red button with your left fist
Is it
and the
necessary for you to
green
talk
button
about?
with your right fist.
Do you really
Just
need to talk about your love life here?
I don't know, I kind of thought it was funny.
I mean, it is funny, but
intend for it to be sexual.
that.
Putting a joystick in your mouth is unfortunately sexual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
we're
don't
in
disagree
this
with you.
room.
Oh, is this a robot puzzle? Oh my
It
god.
is
this
a robot
another,
puzzle.
This is another Dr. Brain offshoot.
Robin.
The Pushmaster 5000.
Oh, let's get the corpse.
I would like to see.
Or the. You'd like to see a corpse?
I'd like to see
Oh.
what's in that box.
The next time you come down to Maryland, we can go to the police training academy at Sykesville, and I can show you some shit.
No thanks. I don't know why you have access to that.
I can tell you why. It's actually a more interesting story than you might think. And it
Is it as
begins.
interesting as a story about how you're wanted for arrest in certain states?
No, it isn't. It's a story about the typical antipsychotics being introduced in the 50s and 60s.
Okay, it's one of those complete programming kind of things.
Okay. So it's a programmed version of Sokoban.
And this really makes me want to play more Dr. Brain games. I
Yeah.
wonder who owns the rights to those.
Nowadays, who swallowed up Sierra? Either Bethesda or Blizzard.
Oh, please neither of those.
I hope not.
Sierra, hold on. I think that might be Activision. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right, Activision. Parent organizations, Activision Blizzard, Vivendi Games, BG Treasury SAS.
It was 8 by Vivendi. I think Vivendi got 8 by Activision. And Sierra really doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, sad to say. Sierra was a wonderful thing in the 90s.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking Activision. Fucking powering everything. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, I have a beef with Bethesda too.
At this point, I feel like we've got beef with all the big name developers now.
That's because they all suck.
Yep.
Alright, so we have a limit of 50 moves.
It can't move the metal crates. And we are trying to make like a little staircase in the yellow area.
A staircase.
Hmm.
Well, the coffin's on top of 2 of them, right?
Yeah. So
Are
do you
these
see where it
crates-
says moves and how there's crates under
I
that
do.
part? So that's how we're
I
gonna
do.
get over the fence. And these crates are how we're gonna get to the coffin, which is why we need to fill in the whole right side.
Okay, so we're the people that are climbing, not the robot.
Correct.
And all we have to do is get the 4 boxes in line with the yellow strip.
Yes, it will move one crate at a time.
So you can't push a line of 2 crates.
I do not yet said we'll push a single crate to a nearby square.
Hmm.
Alright, so if we move into a box, we automatically push it in the direction we're moving, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple things we know we can't do.
Yeah.
Like we can't
Yeah.
put this one down, and we can't put this
We
one
can't see your
up.
Be a
mouse.
decent person.
You
I
can't
can't
see the
see your-
mouse.
I can't see the mouse.
Well, okay, fine. We can't put
Frankly,
A2 all the way up to A1. Or actually, B2 to B1 because we'll block it in forever. We can't pull, we can only push. And we can't push B4 down to B5 because that will be blocked forever.
But I do know what we can do.
The people on the stream can see your mouse. It is merely us who.
Yeah, there's nobody on the stream, so I'm gonna talk to you guys. I have chat popped out.
It's not true. I'm on the stream.
You don't count.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my first idea. Up, right.
Right now?
Well, yeah. If we can get a visual on this, yes, please. Right. Okay. Down. No, sorry. Up. Right. Right again. Yep. Down. Up. Left. Down. Right.
To push it into place?
Yes. Left. Down. Oh, reset. I outsmarted myself there. Okay, let's try that again.
Oh, that's a reference I haven't seen in a long time.
What?
Oh, sorry, that's well. Someone was talking about someone else streaming a different game in a different Discord. I was just reading the commentary on it, and they referenced something from the fucking Exalted rulebooks.
Ha!
Dodge charms.
Exalted. Now there's a system I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. For good
Unfamiliar.
reason. I don't know, Silver. How do we explain Exalted to her?
Okay, down.
Do we
Right.
want to? I'm not sure we
Down.
do.
Right. Up.
It's like medieval anime.
What if we went up one, left
That's what
one,
I'm thinking. Up, left.
and then take the one at like B2. Oh, hang on.
No, take the one at D4 down.
You can freely take the one
Four.
at B2 down, as long as you don't need to get back. But I think you should push that one down, yeah. Because then once you get to the bottom, you'll be able to push it into the corner. As well as the other one.
We have to try and get number 3 in place first. The one in C5.
C5, yeah, C5 is really going to be difficult to place. You need to have something in...
Oh god, I
Oh,
pressed the button. Help!
Don't push the button.
You need to have
Push the
something
button.
in D5 to push it into C5.
Push
And
button.
you need to have E4 and 5 free to get around to push it in position.
I think I see how we're gonna do this. So, right. Circle around to C4. I believe you're going by that
A,
system.
B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4 is directly below the middle block is C4.
Okay, then by that system, D3.
This is D3.
Okay, down. And right, down, left. Okay, right,
Yes, hello, Marissa.
up, left, up,
Yes.
left,
Yes.
left, down, right, down, right, up.
Down, right, up.
Yeah, because this is the
Oh.
hardest block to place. You need to do
Shove
this
the
block
bottom.
before everything else.
Shove the bottom into place. All right, move the leftmost one down and shove that into place. No, what are you doing?
I went the long way.
I hope we
Oh.
get there.
You can't.
Try to finish it. I don't think we're gonna have enough moves to.
No.
Yeah,
I'm fucked up now.
this is geared. This kind of puzzle is geared to the understanding that you cannot afford to take any long way whatsoever.
Yeah, I messed up.
And you just took the wrong way.
Do you have a better solution?
I think I
No.
had to go that way. And then
right, down, left. Right, which will give you the wiggle room to get
Oh, this
the.
puzzle reminds me of Helltaker.
and then I
Something
go
like
up
that.
to E2
You want to go to E2.
and push it around.
Yeah. And then push the leftmost block down one. Actually, hold up. Move that guy into place first, the top one. That'll save you some roundabout moves. Okay, now cycle back down to the middle block. Yep, push him in. Push him up. Get that long one first on the left side. Go up.
Up and around this time?
Yeah, down and around takes more moves. Just barely enough. hit the green button, I guess.
No, that was a reset button. Go get him, Pushmaster. I can reach the coven. And isn't an electric fence. Stores to be the exit. Small keyhole. Probably locked.
The corpse inside is probably holding the key.
Okay, we climb up these blocks.
Don't touch the fence.
Mummy!
Oh.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay.
A small key and a gun?
The golden gun.
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a
It's a very pretty
replica.
gun.
Sure is a beauty, yeah. I
This
agree.
thing is...
not easy.
Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
Why is everyone
You're
is
not
getting
gonna take it?
confused when they find a gun? Is this a real gun? Is these real bullets? Yes, motherfucker.
It's because it's Japan.
Of course
Oh,
not.
that's true.
All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
But I want the gun.
You're the only. You and possibly the Admiral are the only ones.
Can't confirm. Yep, gun. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers.
I don't trust myself. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Hooray! Yeah, go do it.
There's water behind it.
That would be tragic.
Splish splash.
All on a Thursday night.
A long hallway, huh? Let's check it
Gotta
out.
love them.
Door number 9 coming up, I bet.
We've seen this elevator before.
From the other side.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
That's all this all
Then we
was?
went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
Started
In
from
other
the
words, we
cargo
made a
room,
loop.
now we're here.
We're back where we started.
Thank you, non-pedophile Drake.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Careful, there's water in that box.
It works.
Why was there a symbol on the elevator door? I don't really recall one on the last one.
No.
I think so.
I think there was.
It's an alchemical symbol. It will
Good.
track your
Now
soul
we can go
within.
back if we need to.
Ah,
What do we do?
nothing
Should we
totally
return to
alarming
C
there.
deck?
You'll never truly escape this boat.
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
Always go the wrong way first.
I agree. Let's go.
Yeah, there could be
Jumpy nose
mid-tier
first.
armor down there.
Yep,
True.
that was one of the first morals of the story
Looks
that
like it ends
AlphaWit
here.
ever advertised.
What?
Only one door.
Always go the wrong way first.
There isn't anything else.
This
It's the
whole
only way to
street
go.
is going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, let's
isn't it
open it.
wonderful? Well,
the exit.
well,
The 9 door.
well.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
No, Sherlock,
Vacant.
it wouldn't.
Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
Uh-oh.
What? A 9 door. There's another one.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Does that mean we could
It's
all
9,
escape?
no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Womp, womp.
The red is there too. So this is a real one? Why? Why the
So-
hell are there 2 doors?
2 and 9 are dead, right? To our
Well.
knowledge.
9 is definitely dead, 2 is missing.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it. 0 never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind.
Ooh.
Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9.
18
Take
and
1278
27.
and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9.
Does that mean we're screwed?
Currently, yes, we are.
Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a
Correct.
bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean?
However,
The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the The Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people.
Not necessarily.
That's how it was meant to be.
With number 9 dead, the sum of the numbers is
Zero
still
didn't
36. 18 and 18.
So
You
we
have
just
to
He
need
never
find-
said there'd
find.
be only
You
one
have to
9
find
door.
Snake and find him alive.
But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed
Or
that was
just
the
find his
case.
working
Yeah.
bracelet.
Fights would have broken out. One
Are we
team would
willing to
likely
drag his
betray or
dead
deceive
carcass
the
across
other.
the whole ship?
Might have to.
Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach
Snake,
this very
what are you
same room
doing?
and
You
realize how
created
pointless all their
Admirals.
infighting was.
Is that one of the
There were
endings?
2 doors. There was no need to kill
It's
each
a
other.
secret, like, game ending.
This game was
3?
designed
I think
for
it was-
that purpose.
It might have
3
been
is the
3.
prequel.
This
3 is the
Yeah.
one that
Nonary
happens
game.
the earliest. So if you were going to create a time paradox,
We were all arguing and
that'd be the
fighting
place
over
to do
doors
it.
at the beginning.
But
But if there had been one slip up,
I
one
wanted to
tiny
protect
mistake
you.
that led to
This
more,
bothers me.
everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do
You
you...
gotta find Snake.
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait. Don't tell me.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. There's one
number
combination
3.
that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why
You
I'm
have to
asking,
kill
what now?
Ocelot instead, knock him out. Creates a time paradox.
What now? No, we gotta go back.
It was also notable because the voice actor for the Colonel from Elko Side 1 and 2 was not in 3, but he showed up just for that one scene.
Yep.
Hold
I
on,
agree.
what combination
we cannot
is
leave
he
June
thinking
behind.
of? Oh,
Okay.
135.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't have the chat up. Hold on.
Oh, away.
I don't
Where have you
mind staying.
been? We
It's
miss
okay.
you.
There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
What a distasteful way to put this.
Oh.
Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Oh, whoa.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
The
Man,
lost city of Atlanta.
That's super aggro.
Oh, right.
You guys.
Fuck.
Very well. Best we head back to
What
C-Deck
is this
then.
game?
We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing
still
around
can't do
here
it.
isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
It's certainly a visual novel with a lot of
Okay.
actual gameplay.
Huh.
So I guess
Come to think of it,
that puts it ahead of a lot of visual
what
novels.
is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
suppose, but I feel like
Huh.
if you're playing a visual novel, you know what you're getting into anyway.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of
I think this
ceremony.
is an escape
what
the room
kind?
game
with the visual
Uh,
novel just bolted on there,
to connect the escape rooms.
A coffin.
yeah.
This has been
hastily
80%.
welded with no eye protection. So
What on
you
earth is a
blind
coffin
yourself,
doing in a
your
place like
fingers are
this?
Burned off.
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's
This
move.
has been 80% plot, 20% gameplay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Also, at the very beginning, Snake being blind, wasn't he given special instructions?
He got to have the instructions.
So who's to say that he doesn't have a special role at this point,
Uh,
and he's not the son of a
boys?
bitch inside that coffin?
Boys, girls, and friends and folks,
Yes.
there was a
Knock,
knocking
knock.
sound.
Yeah,
Knock,
Snake's
open
in the
up the
coffin.
door. It's real.
And apparently we didn't. That may have been dramatic irony just for us.
Look, it's...
7 and Lotus.
Uh-oh.
Open it up.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to
I'm
us.
going to go this whole game without knowing how the fuck that thing's attached to her.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Well, we have to think about lighting conditions in the room that she's standing in. If the like reflectivity of it never changes, it means it's just like a tattoo and the shading is like, just done. Do you know what I mean?
There were 4 rooms on the other side of
That
door
looks a
1.
bit too textured for a tattoo.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She wouldn't let us.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
Also Kuro's here, but she's not watching the game.
And shut
Hi,
the door.
Kuro.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
Nice.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
Okay.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover.
Do we have
haven't much time left. Let's
for
begin.
that?
Yeah,
We don't have a
And
choice if
do
everybody's
we need her?
she's not here.
Yes, we do. We don't have a choice but to find both Snake and Clover if everybody who's left is going to survive.
No,
Oh.
she isn't.
Damn.
There's no
It's
sign of her.
mathematically perfect.
Let's go.
Sum of 36, 18, and 18.
Y'all gonna die!
All right,
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll
News
head back to the
breaking
stairs and take the
Velcro.
elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
Yeah, who's ripping
All
the
right,
script?
that sounds good.
Sorry, I was taking my wrist brace off.
But,
What?
Doing some archery?
No, I've been having some pain at work, and I want to get in
could you
front of
stop
it before it
calling me
leads
by
to
that code name when we're alone?
oh gee. I want to get in front of
boy.
it before it turns into permanent damage. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember her actual name.
Oh, sure,
So
right.
earlier in the game, this
I'll
girl
do
was
that.
afraid of being alone with a boy, and now she wants him to say her name.
Jumpy.
Well, if no one is around you,
Say, baby, I love you.
No, it's nothing.
if you ain't running games.
It's Uguay. This is mouse and keyboard, and it's mostly just clicking mouse. And that's why I was wearing a brace. So I'm gonna take it off because I
All
want to
right,
drink some
I'm
hot
going
chocolate. And I want to be able to grip
Yeah,
the hot
be
chocolate.
careful. Kane?
What did you just say?
Us.
Oh.
I'm highly inclined to agree with that.
I thought you were saying that I was somehow like professionally horny and I'm having some wrist pain at work.
I admit, my train of thought also went there.
That's me, professionally horny.
I was like, damn, what?
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Uguay, are you saying you like white stuff in your hot chocolate?
Oh, don't do this to him. He deserves so much better than any of us. And
He came here and gave up all his rights.
we have to
No,
put on a
no.
warning then.
Don't
Kuro
bully
did.
the viewers. We have so few of them.
Kuro
There, you
puts
see?
whipped cream
You
and hot
see?
chocolate in hers too.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
Got it.
Never thought to put whipped cream in it.
Well, on top, but yeah.
Whipped cream is applicable for.
Dash of coffee creamer.
Ah.
I'm sure if we had,
Fuck, stop making me hungry for hot chocolate.
I'm sure if we had like
Uh.
sprinkles and cocoa powder, she'd do that too. as a decoration. And stir it with a peppermint stick. What is this that's happening in the game? It just like made like a flash sound and now this is happening.
Something might kill you.
Oh, is this a narrator? Has this
Oh.
game had narration before?
No. A light in a dark place. June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed.
Bow chicka bow wow.
I don't know if I can be friends with any of you anymore.
Me?
Yeah, well.
I will
You
be
know what you got
officiating your
into when you
wedding.
started this collab stream.
He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice.
I would like
Father.
Silver to be my best man. I thought you
But
wanted
I-
Christy to officiate.
Her body was limp, and her
Oh,
skin.
I don't want to hear Duke say her body was limp. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Smooth and pale as always.
Thank you.
Was covered in bright red blood.
Well, she's
Junpei
fucking
felt
dead.
his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back.
So we don't know that Snake is dead. We know that the ninth man is dead. I am fairly certain that Lotus is dead.
He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless, hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly.
So we found a blowed up body with Snake's clothes, but the body was not identifiable because it was all blowed up. So my personal theory is that Snake is still alive.
That's also my theory. Lotus, on the other hand,
This doesn't look promising.
no.
Each slow movement, stiff limbs, he stood next to her.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were gonna pick it up.
I was just waiting to have a moment. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse.
I'm so bad at finding a pulse in the neck. So if I was doing that and there was no pulse, that honestly wouldn't tell me anything. Because I probably just hadn't found it. Wow! Boy, that scarf is low on her hips, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Well, how long the fuck were you?
Well, they split up.
Yes.
True.
Has nobody here felt the blood? Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her.
No shit.
There was a deep...
That could have been the, like, I am internalizing this, and so I have to repeat it. Like,
you know what? I don't care. I'm still talking shit about it.
I'm about 30.
There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had...
It might not have been some time, it just could have been some time.
The weapon
what are we
had
going
been...
to do without the fan service?
Yeah, I know.
What are we gonna do without the fan service? Uguay's gonna leave. Because there aren't gonna be any more big honkin' bazonkers. No, you don't get to start saying that! That's the thing that the Admiral tortures me with. I don't want this coming at me from more than one angle.
Yes!
Stop it!
Wasn't there gonna be a channel dedicated to this kind of fan service?
Yes!
Yeah, she didn't have the computer power for it.
Shame.
Maybe one day, if I ever get a big break, it has, Cannibal City will rise again.
Yay!
Master Oogway is apparently the only one of us who isn't professionally horny.
Bullshit.
I
call
professionally get people to be less horny.
You're
You used
professionally
to.
impotent,
I don't
sir.
think that.
That's true.
Arnie, I know you can't tell me this, but do any of your current clients have that problem?
No. I mean, a lot of them are teenage boys, so they have
They are, in
similar
fact,
problems.
professionally horny, but they don't need to be counseled about it.
I wouldn't call teenage boys professionally horny.
Amateurs? Pathologically horny.
The weapon had been a knife then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately.
We see a wound, we're just...
He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Huh.
Someone murdered her for her bracelet.
Let's discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life?
Hey, what's 2 and 4 and 8?
14.
Good call.
So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps, more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet?
One.
Why am I asking so many questions?
Well, you have to have...
One would benefit from it.
Is it between...
Who's number 1?
Is it 2 to 5 people or 3 to 5 people?
3 to 5.
Ah.
The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when... Zombie attack! He heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat.
You've been stabbed!
It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body.
Okay. Then who is it if we're 5? And she is 8.
I think we just hit a bad end, people.
5 and 8.
13.
You are looking for 18, so you want 15. So it's got to be another 5! Oh my god, it's our twin!
Are you high?
Trust no one, not even yourself.
A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain. There was heat. Extreme heat as well.
I will admit I am surprised.
He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed.
Shock is a hell of a drug.
But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well.
Okay, so is he dead or not? Get on with it, game.
His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker.
I really hope it is his friend.
But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously.
Ooh.
Shut up, I'm narrating here. Jesus, the nerve of some people. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut.
No, 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 no.
His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted
That's your grief
and
song?
awkwardly positioned. You know how hard it is to keep a straight face through this shit?
Why bother?
Junpei's body was entirely numb. You could feel the blood leaking out of it, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. Two tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing.
We're just antagonizing Alpha here.
And
He felt no
even the
emotions.
game music is kind of weird.
Not
Before
anger,
it was sorry.
not sadness, not regret.
The game music before was like, this might be what it sounds like to be in this position of like the feeling of sirens, the feeling of like kind of weird noises filtering through, and now it sounds like a level from Killing Floor, like distant heavy metal.
The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone.
You're kidding.
His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog.
I told you, bad end.
The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward.
Inexorably.
I suppose you could say inexorably. I've just never heard. I hear it whenever I hear it, it's got that real hard X. Inexorably.
Soon, it swallowed up the last of silver that remained in Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him.
Turns out,
there was
all this
nothing
time,
more.
my whole life was just the dreamings and imaginations of an anime character trapped in the Titanic.
Into utter emptiness, he fell into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone.
Pretty hardcore for a kid's game. It's not just like, you died.
Game? Oh.
Just
bad end on the screen. I didn't know there was a bad end.
Judgment from strangers.
It's a visual novel. They do that.
What do you think we did that gave us the bad ending?
I guess you have to choose the correct combinations of people that you yourself go with.
You've
so
reached
how far
one
back
end.
is it going to throw you?
Oh, probably the top. Replay the escape rooms you've completed. Like what? Just for fun?
What's everybody's vote on continuing?
I ultimately
I don't want to end a mystery not knowing who the killer is.
I didn't love that. Oh, that's
The
a
killer-
lot. Oh, look, these were all our choices.
The killer was June, by the way.
How do you know
I promise you. Just a terrible gut hunch that the worst possible way to go was the way that he went.
Oh, no, I don't want to go back to the prologue. I want to go see that map again. It was cool. What's happening to me?
You done fucked up now.
I sure did. Yeah, okay.
Did we keep track of which doors we went through the first go-round?
The game has. So, this is where we woke up. This was our first escape room with the room flooding.
Mm-hmm.
This is like meeting people, talking about stuff, blah, 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 blah. This is where I think the first 2 doors were, what, 4 and 5?
I don't remember.
And we picked one of them.
In the words of Cameron Mitchell, close the fucking door!
Yeah, we chose the 5 door.
Okay.
And so if we wanted to, we could have chosen the 4 door. There was apparently a key that we didn't get. And then
We
there
may
were
get
choices.
we may get if we go through the 4 door.
Indeed.
You have chosen poorly.
Yeah.
The last choice that we made.
I wonder if I could ask Kuro to draw you shriveling up like that dude did in that game.
Fetish art costs
Good answer.
I don't know, actually. That's a great question. Because we
Can
didn't
we?
have a
Sorry, go
choice to go back.
Well, it was locked, so we could have done something that would have given us the ability. Maybe if we had people with us whose numbers added up to 9, we could have been like, well, peace.
Hmm.
Well, can we jump to the point before 4 and 5? Or are we going to have to go all the way through this?
Well, you see all those locked keys? We're missing something in there.
I mean,
The
he's wondering if we
question.
can skip.
Skip to that first branch.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Even with the specter of death hanging over them, their discussions continued for some time.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
So what if we just, like, clicked through all this dialogue?
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Then what
Was
should
that,
we do?
has that been an option this
Talk it
whole
through.
time?
Yes,
Yeah,
but what's the
God,
fun in that if
enough.
it's the
All
first
we're-
time you're reading
That's
it?
fair.
We've only.
That's fair. But still.
Yeah, I've been in control
Very
of
well
the
then.
speed.
Sure not.
Well, it's.
Well, thanks to.
Correct.
But
But,
who's going.
oh yeah, that's right. All 8 of us can't go.
Then it would seem.
Wait. I'm telling you.
Come on.
Call me if I'm.
Sorry.
Oh.
Hey, man, if you think.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, doesn't mean.
Oh, God.
Fine. I can't go in there. Anyone else?
Boy, they're stuttering a lot.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. We may.
How do you?
Because.
That's not.
They
If
need
you're.
to make
What
the
am I-
There's
fucking sound
If I-
for the,
se- and if you had
ceramic
7
when you
plus
fast
the
forward.
digital.
Oh, the 4 of us.
Wait, what about the other?
Tell me I'm
August
wrong.
10th, June. Outbreak 8-3.
Oh, does that mean I know the answer already?
8 plus 3 plus 6. The digital root.
Nice.
It's 4. Add up our.
Then we can go.
Yeah.
Suppose
So
this
the
is
team-
speeding it up a little bit.
7 snake. Lotus.
We had wanted to see
Are
the
these
body
really
last
the
time, I
beyond
think.
door 5 is. I never want to see that thing. Of course, if I could
Look
bring
at
June
it,
with me
look
through
deep
door
into
5.
its dead eyes.
Should I stay silent or should I stop them?
All right, then. It seems I'm going through door.
We're over.
The doors.
Which door?
4. I'm glad we can do this because
I'll go.
I didn't want to lose time going
I
through all
just
the
need to stay
beginning.
by.
If that had been the case, I would have probably advocated for dropping this shit.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other
Uh,
4 off.
Does anyone remember whose turn it is to pick a game next time?
Nope.
What did
We
we do
are
before this?
way-
Battle block?
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
We might have. We are way out of sequence. We may as well reestablish.
I don't think we have a sequence. I'm not sure we ever really did, because you were always so like, oh, do you have a better idea? Let's just do your idea.
Well, we tried alphabetical for a little while.
Do we want to go back to that? And also alphabetical by screen name or real name?
Screen name. That's how we did it before. Actually, when it was just the three of us, it worked that way both ways.
Actually, I
Let me
think it
introduce
works
myself.
that way now, too.
My screen name is Aaron A. Aronson.
Oh wait, no,
Of
it
the-
doesn't.
Of the
You're-
Connecticut Aronsons.
Well, no, Admirals first, and Wit would be last if we do it that
Goodbye.
way.
So, say that I was last and
Be
we start
careful.
again with the Admiral.
Okay.
Unless, Admiral, you don't want to be in charge of streaming anymore because you're so focused on your own channel.
Yeah, I'm willing to skip at least this time until I get more stamina and
All right. Then it'll be up to me.
Yeah.
So horrible.
Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the ninth man. It did not surprise him that
No, continue.
It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and Seven hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine.
I will
Hurry!
say, if we want to do some kind of call-up thing for the
Or
stream,
are
I'm
you
willing
planning
to
on
be a
dying with
call-up
everyone
person. I
else?
just don't have the energy to run a whole
Yeah,
stream production twice in one night.
sure.
I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
And it's
Sorry,
been
Snake.
considerably longer than 9 seconds, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's go!
The three remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companion scrambled to the door.
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was the Admiral.
That's gotta be that dead thing. Come on, get over here. We gotta authenticate.
Couldn't you just copulate instead?
The beeping stopped.
The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Phew. Looks like it's stopped.
The moans, on the other hand, were louder than ever.
No, you stop that.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yep, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red?
Oh boy.
Well, the dead is
No!
red.
No exposition, no!
It's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks! That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that.
Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed toward door 4.
Whew. Now it's our turn. I'll go first.
They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it.
Is it?
4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed his lever and turned around.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go!
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Their teeth and ambitions were bared. Junpei nodded to them and turned back toward the red.
All right, let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled his lever.
Run!
The 4 of them leapt through the door together. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash.
It's counting down.
That's pink.
It is fairly pink.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device!
Hey! Where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
The dead is in a bloody heap behind the other door, idiot.
Don't give me that crap! Start looking!
I already am!
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation.
The fan service
The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh no! How many rooms do you think there are?
Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess, there were 7 or 8 of them.
Ah, fuck! We don't have time to count!
Fuck?
His maybe.
I think it is for,
We just need to open them all.
Junpei ran to the nearest door. He grabbed the knob and shook it. Hard.
That's not how you open doors. You turn them.
It won't open!
Didn't feel locked. More like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door, and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to have any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears.
Shit, this one's no good.
Same here.
It's not moving!
Jun was the last to speak up.
Oh!
As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red blinking light.
There it is! At the end of the hallway! Run!
Stop it.
Even as he yelled,
yes!
he ran toward the mommy milkers.
No, no, hang on. That one's not even legitimate.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
He grabbed Lotus's mommy milkers and ran toward the light, and Santa called out to them as he ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
I can stop this at any time.
How would
Yes,
I
you can.
know?
Our time limit is 81 seconds!
I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left!
I do like hearing Alice laugh.
In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed, since the door had closed behind them. If that was true, urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry! It's the dead! Get over here!
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and other stuff too, and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel.
Come on, everyone!
The other three quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked that lever downward.
Uh-huh.
Santa has the pants in this relationship, and so does Lotus. And June as well.
Looks like it
Hey,
stopped.
Kuro, you still there? Can you check
His
your
hand-
Discord messages real quick?
I don't.
hand-
No. No.
Yes.
Because I
His
didn't
hand-
get one, and that's not okay.
His hands beginning to steady. Oh boy. His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around.
Kuro, just deploy that whenever you feel like.
No.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
Stop. That phrase is just really unpleasant.
He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls. Set into the hallways of the hall. Oh, now look.
Let's
what's
try
No,
this
going on.
you've lost your privileges. You don't get to read that sentence.
And of course it won't open.
And they all continued to enjoy the mommy milkers. The end. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself, or a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding, and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? Mail?
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they are the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. Christmas had come much too early for the group. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Yeah, so I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
Speaking of doors, nice knockers. Lotus examined the doors on
That was
either
actually
side of the
pretty
larger
good.
double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it.
Maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Great.
Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door.
Yes.
They'd made it
Put
through
your-
the numbered door alive.
Put your hand on the knob.
My hand's been on the knob the whole time, actually.
Uh,
There is nothing more to be afraid of, my children.
Don't fall in love with that! No!
Junpei
You're
and
not
Santa
afraid?
looked at each other and nodded.
1, 2, 3.
This stream is a fucking disaster.
Always was, always will be.
In unison, they pushed against each other and promptly found themselves in a new room. That's what happens when the controller rushes. June followed Junpei as he threw open his door. Did he really? They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
With walking.
Lotus's calm voice broke into their deep, sensual thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
All right.
Okay.
As the love story between Junpei and Santa takes a brief hiatus for this escape room. Now then, to business.
It's a different layout than the other cabin.
This looks like it might be a master cabin or something.
I like her thought process.
You know, to some people, this is worth several $million. Oh, brain. Oh, wouldn't you, Junpei? This is going to be an orgy by the end of this series.
I hope so.
Is there a number on that matchbox?
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
June certainly looked fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds. And quickly
Guess
aroused
it really
her.
has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
I vote A.
Why the hell not?
Yeah, I guess I am.
June blushed and giggled.
By the way,
Not that you could
Jumpy,
tell.
how did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't
Why
I?
does she do that with her arms when she does the blush?
It's better than claw
There was a
hands.
man with a gas mask when you got home
Is
at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-deck.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would 2 childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Why wouldn't they?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
What?
Oh!
That is some serious projection.
Junpei's heart stumbled over that one.
Do you want to know?
He had to admit, he was a little curious.
Don't worry.
She smiled at him.
Only 18.
Yeah.
Times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
This is an insane conversation.
June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah, I see.
June has moved in with a roommate, and they share a bed together.
But she hasn't dated any men.
Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything.
Ukoi over here with the emotes.
Just like you, Jumpy.
Now,
When I woke up,
those
I was
those
on
dates.
D-Deck.
Well, you do have a point.
You want to know how many men
did Zero
Junpei
pick
has
us? We
dated?
haven't seen each other since elementary
Let's just say
school.
he was on the D-Deck as well, if you know what I mean.
I wonder.
No, I don't have a clue what you mean. Silver, would you care to elaborate for the rest of the class?
He did say something about Sausage Fest earlier.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with getting your poop deck swabbed, you know?
Oh boy.
June nodded,
Oh boy.
and for a few moments she had the faraway look of someone in deep thought.
Look for
Someone
what
who wishes
connects
she
the
didn't have to
victims.
hear what
That
Silver
will
had to
lead you
say.
to the culprit. Do you remember
I don't
Seven
know, I
saying
don't
something
make
like that?
face whenever I wish I didn't hear what Silver had to say.
Yeah, I do.
I
So?
will make the Picard facepalm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who
Depending
it
on
might
how
be?
bad, sometimes it's the double facepalm.
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal?
or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
It's the school drug dealer, duh.
In elementary school?
Stranger things have happened in the 21st century. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that happened in elementary school? As he searched the elementary school, he continued to rack his elementary school.
Oh no, he's getting stuck.
Ukoi says nay. Nay, nay.
I love being the narrator.
No, hey, doesn't like her that went. What is this bed?
It is a very uncomfortable looking bed.
How are you supposed to get up?
Oh,
What?
hello. That was direct and to the point.
Oh.
I really like a girl who's very forward with what she is okay with. Our society has trained women that they are demoness, harlots, and whores if they admit to any of their sexual fantasies or proclivities. And I just appreciate a girl who's a little bit more forward, you know?
Well, then I guess
mean-
I really like Satan Spawn.
Yes, but is this the time?
Yes. Absolutely, it's the time.
No, we're all about to explode.
So why not go out in a blaze of glory? Under several different definitions.
Oh, she's gonna help us explode, all right.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Whoa.
Shield tab down. It's kind of frozen looking at both tabs. There we go.
Just kidding. Unless.
Well, damn, so much for the fan service.
Ah! Oh, there she goes again.
Yeah, what is up with her?
She is one of these teenagers who you diagnose as being pathologically horny. Her thirst needs to be parched.
Isn't the term clinically horny? Actually,
I diagnosed her with horror movie girl.
Actually, come to think about it, at what point does clinically horny become professionally horny? Is that at 18? Okay.
If you have to show up and be horny in a court of law, you can be expertly horny.
Have you been in this position, sir?
I have been recognized as an expert by the courts before. Did we have a map before?
Yeah, it
Junpei
doesn't
took one
actually
last look
do.
at the map and folded it up and slid it into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it.
The
This
pocket
ship
with
is
the hole
bigger
in
than
it, or
I
the pocket
thought.
without the hole in it?
Well, then
Yeah,
you've got
it's
a
probably
naked
about
dick, don't you?
900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember
What
what
the
Zero
fuck
said?
is wrong with you? We've all seen the movie, asshole.
Do you
What's your
think
point?
maybe this boat and the Titanic have
I
something to
haven't.
do with each other?
Really? Titanic.
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
I don't care.
Working hard
Because
and
you're afraid
frantic.
of drowning. Is that why it hit you so hard? Yeah, maybe that's why you're afraid of drowning.
Do you
On
think
the
this
ship
boat is...
gigantic.
I just don't
I
think
had
they
a
got an
dream
accident.
about you two drowning the other day.
a
That is
replica of the
very
Titanic?
strange.
Yeah, what the fuck?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make
Silver,
something like that?
explain this shit. Explain yourself.
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
Or more specifically,
No idea.
Silver drowning you.
Yeah, I don't think it's
But all
that.
they've got to
No.
do is break even, you know?
Break
I'll tell you
even?
when you're older.
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard, a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? It's the site of the worst accident in history.
I don't know. I just.
Over
The
1,500
movie
people
is so much
died.
hype around it, but
I
it's
wouldn't be
got an
surprised
actor
if
I
you'd
don't
get
like,
cursed
and
just
it's
for
about a
going.
real event that I don't
A
particularly
curse,
care
huh?
about, and I don't particularly care about movies based on real events.
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and
Also,
stuff?
to the point of worst accident in history, that may have been true back then, but that is, well, no, not really,
I'd
because
say the worst accident in history is a tie between Chernobyl and whatever the fuck happened in that chemical dump last year.
Yeah,
I
but
would have said
fewer deaths.
Donald Trump's conception.
You beat me to it, but I was gonna make it about your parents' condom breaking.
Oh.
You know there was nothing accidental involved in that shit.
It's true, she was.
But a happy little murderous accident.
I mean, I'm grateful for her, but she definitely shouldn't have been born.
Wow, rude.
I mean, I shouldn't have lived past 4 months, so.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into my levels of self-deprecate.
Yeah, no.
Deprecation.
Wow. That's one hell of a metric.
Does our character believe in curses?
I'm going to vote no.
I also
I'm actually
vote no.
surprised you plowed right into the replica vote, or the replica.
I mean, hold on. Are we trying to get with her?
I don't know if she believes in curses.
I kind of think she might.
No, she believes in co-ed showers.
She did say she was kidding.
I don't believe her.
But the question at hand is, do we believe in curses?
My
I
life
vote
is
no.
a curse.
I think my vote
I-
is also no.
So I believe I've heard 2 for nay, 1 for yay.
Sorry, but I can't really say I believe in that kind of stuff.
Tact was not one of Junpei's many better qualities.
I think that's the most tactful way you could have said that.
What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
What?
I
A
told
curse
you.
sank the Titanic.
I told you.
That delivery of what was really good.
The curse of the
Yeah, it
Egyptian
was.
mummy.
What?
What?
Junpei couldn't understand, and nor could I for that matter, how
What?
June had maintained a straight face to say that.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid.
That
So
was that
she's horny
true?
and
I
crazy.
feel like
They
that was
say
true.
that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before.
I don't know.
Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
This legend is documented, by the way.
Yeah.
June's eyes had lit up with excitement, like a child with a new toy.
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
It's true.
How can you be so sure?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. It was really mysterious, totally unbelievable.
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes,
But she was a mummy.
that's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right?
Saponification.
Hey.
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know
Oh,
how
let
a
it
human
go, will
body is
you?
more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yup. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh?
Does she
Nah,
also
that
be-
seems
does
too
she also
silly to be
belong
true.
QAnon?
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
And she don't blame
well,
this whole
yeah,
event on Jewish laser satellites.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. June and Junpei talked a little more and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she told him.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert?
And then he
Does
died.
something like that really
Yeah,
exist?
it's
No,
called
even
never
if it
melt
did,
ice,
it
and you
wouldn't
give it
really
to an
be
ice
ice
cube.
anymore, would it?
It's not.
As a matter of fact, that never melt ice increases the power of ice moves. In case anybody didn't know that.
Everything is Pokemon. You look back far enough, everything ends up being Pokemon.
Speaking of Pokemon,
The more
fight for Pokemon Snap coming out at the end of April. I'm actually pretty hyped.
Yeah. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt, like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. I know. It's gonna be so neat. Also, I'm starting Emerald this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Is it new or old Emerald?
I mean, it's where this is me branching out from Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Is it the new? Is it?
I mean,
is it? Sorry.
No, So go ahead.
Because there's the old emerald, and then there's like the mega ruby or sapphire or whatever. Okay, so he's just playing emerald.
Yep. That's as far as I'm going. I don't have the patience to emulate the S. Exciting.
And they announced Splatoon 3. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah. To Splatoon's credit, it's probably about the most easy to get into multiplayer games around. I think because the whole cover the map with color mechanic makes it so that even if you suck at killing everyone else, you can just contribute to the whole fight. I have one around, yes. The bodies! Everything at the,
Wait, are you saying that
mostly-
all of us... You saying all of us here didn't know about the bodies?
Some you don't know about. Mostly because I haven't been on the Switch all that much. Mostly it's just been everyone else. And then it got packed up for a while.
What if we turn your knobs, Lotus? Will water come out?
Oh Christ.
That's not what comes out.
I mean, I do like it. Some of you in here know how much I enjoy drinking milk.
Oh Lord!
I wish.
I think Win has shut down. Win.exe has failed to load.
This is normal dating all the way back to our first stream, the three of us.
I'm just dying.
You've heard of body shots. Let me introduce you to body bowl of cereal.
Oh, people with inverted sternums do that.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, people who have like the depression in their chest where there's
Yeah, where their chest is caved in.
Yeah.
Has our mutual acquaintance done this?
Wow.
I don't know if she has, but I
That's a hell
definitely
of a
have seen
commentary.
some guys doing it.
Who?
On the internet.
Okay.
It's actually fairly common.
Would you like my... Excuse me.
Oh, I'm okay with more rent.
Things you don't want to say to your landlord.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that it's
You
lit,
don't
what do we
say.
do? What about that dresser drawer key?
How long have we been tracking this one fucking cabin?
I'd say about 3 days now.
I meant in real time.
I know.
So is Wint dying on the inside over there?
I'm just like too focused.
Uh-huh. But you're physically there.
The narrator is messing with us.
Yeah, was there always a narrator? What is this?
I guess the narrator kicked in after you died. Why did you say it like that?
Pull that shit.
Oh, really?
Hey,
We
Junpei,
need one
you got a
more.
minute?
Santa had shown up out of nowhere. It gave Junpei no small start.
Uh-huh. What else is he starting?
Here, take this.
Oh.
A bookmark?
What?
What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
It was a thing I had pressed. There wasn't always a narrator.
Does that mean there's not
I
going to be a
found it
narrator?
in between some of the cushions on the sofa.
You barely drink. Oh. And then I definitely need you to warm it up. Cold cocoa was terrible.
Oh, the cocoa.
She made herself some. Oh, but
I don't know
sorry.
what you're talking about. I drink mine cold.
Nope, it's no good.
So do
Yeah.
I. So do I.
Cold cocoa
Pretty
is
sure it
great.
ain't gonna be any help to us,
Okay,
but I
very
figured
cold
we
cocoa
might as well.
is
Then
very
why don't
good.
you hold on to
Room
it?
temperature cocoa is garbage.
You know what I hate most in the world?
This is discriminatory
I got
against
4
scavengers.
things. Hope,
Yeah.
faith, love, and luck.
Okay, bud.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
He
And
hates
you
those the
hate
most.
these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Well, see,
What?
each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it,
What?
okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess?
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could call
this
them
is-
leaf
I
words.
think this is
You've been
cultural
smelling.
stuff that isn't translated very
words.
well.
Maybe.
You've been smelling a bit much of the floor
Hope,
over there.
faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the
They're
leaves
about
on
to
a 4-leaf
translate these
clover.
hands if they don't stop being weird.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps.
Oh,
Take the
he's
damn
touching
thing,
his
all
clover,
right?
and
Here.
he doesn't like it. Take it.
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
Oh, man.
Sorry, what
I
is your
feel a lot
question?
better now.
How,
Flower
like,
language?
well, flower
Like-
language is, like, the language of flowers is a thing. Like, different flowers have different meanings, but he was talking about how each leaf of the 4-leaf clover represents something different. And he was trying to compare that to flower language. He's like, well, I guess it's not a flower, so leaf language. And it was just like a weird diversion. He said that he found this bookmark and had a 4-leaf clover on it. He was like, you know what things I hate the most? Hope, faith, love, and luck. And that's like basically what a 4-leaf clover means. Take this away from me, I hate it. And then you take it from me, he's like, oh, I feel better already. So like this just all feels weird, it doesn't make sense. So this is the part I think that doesn't translate very
That thing was a
well.
real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith,
Despair,
love, even your
apostasy,
destiny.
hate,
Well, that's not my only reason.
and misfortune.
You know how like mostly in shonen where like repeat themselves a lot, like their mission and whatever, they'll say it so much.
What?
Of course,
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover.
treating the audience as dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's just a thing that they do in Japan as like it's a way of clarification because the Japanese are so vague.
I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
They actually kind of just restate things. So it's like totally normal for them.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy.
Oh no.
What?
So I have Kura muted on my desktop because she's usually in the same room with me when she's talking. So I didn't like hearing her voice through my headphones and in the real world.
Oh, so we're talking to a disembodied person.
A very, very difficult to hear person.
Hey, Oogly Boogly, Dr. McMaster, how much of Kuro can you hear?
I mean, I'm getting nothing.
You were
Oh.
for yeah, and no
Yeah,
one could
that I
hear it
heard.
on the audience.
Alright, Kuro, say a number, and we'll see if Master Oogway 242 can hear you. 13. What was that number?
Oh
Mr. Dr.
no.
Master Oogway?
I'm a fool.
Well, just pretend we were talking to a ghost.
You done fucked up now.
Listen, Wit, you lost your fiance in a tragic jet skiing accident back last Christmas,
She hasn't
and
been real this whole time.
she hasn't been real this whole time.
I'm gonna unmute her so I can hear. Okay.
Something useless lesbian.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna talk anymore. My tummy hurts. I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh no, but you've only
Aw.
just existed.
Good night.
I'll exist at another point in time.
Okay.
Glad to have you here.
Oh boy.
Well then I'm gonna mute you again because I gotta.
Rest
I love
in
you.
peace, you beautiful specter, you.
I love you too. As you can see, Oogway has promised that your tummy will feel amazing.
Soon.
Hopefully.
I'm a little insulted.
Yeah, we actually won't be
Good
going for
night.
much longer.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
Then I have to take a shower or
'Cause it's a
I'll die.
half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why.
Yeah, I'll just take something quick.
You what?
I will just suffer.
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
Is all of this bullshit because...
What are you...
You play?
Play? You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean?
Oh, is this Baccarat?
In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, the zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
What?
Hey, Silver.
Yo.
What do you think about Legrand
Oh
Monkey?
man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
I feel like you're
if you
laying me
think
up
about
and
it,
I'm just
the notary
watching the
game is
ball
really a
sail
lot
in
like
front of
Baccarat.
the net as I just watch it go by without making any effort to
And of course, it doesn't use
slam
any of
dunk
that
it.
stupid
I have
digital
no
root
idea.
check.
Hey, what your balls are doing
You
is your
just
business,
drop the
pal.
tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
The 9 door.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9 or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts.
Are we gonna do the
3
whole
is
thing?
tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have
I was gonna say, do we
quart,
need the math
quinti,
lesson?
sext, septum, and so on.
Wait,
And
are
of
we
course, the
sexting
prefix for
here?
8 is octo, like octopus.
Are you not?
It's called that because it has
I
8
mean,
legs.
I've
Get
been
it?
ever since I had a phone, so.
I see. So
He
then
never
Nona means
stops.
9.
So, how
It's
many
kind
of
of
us
a
are trapped on
problem.
this ship?
That'd be
Wait, so
9.
is a spider an octopus?
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
By that logic?
They go from 1 to 9.
Spiders have 12 hands.
Take the sum of the numbers 1 through 9 and
time
then divide
limit?
by 9 and tell
How
me
many
what
hours
you
did
got.
we have?
0 said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship.
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
And there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nonary game.
So artistic.
I mean, the math behind getting all this to work is fairly impressive.
Hmm.
I'm so hungry.
Have you not eaten?
I haven't eaten since like 4 o'clock.
Jeez.
Do that.
I'll do it when we're done.
Yeah, there's not much.
Wait,
left.
was this the shower? Oh. Glory hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this is this pathway
Is
Oh my.
real weird.
This is getting cursed.
It's getting worse.
At least the toilet paper is hung the right way.
Here's what I think about that toilet paper hung the right way shit. Does it wipe your ass one way and does it wipe your ass the other way?
Yes.
Then it's right. Jesus. Who cares how it's hung? As long as it's well hung, it's fine.
Both sides
the
of this
argument-
war will shoot you.
No, the argument is more about making it easier to pull on the roll.
I mean,
Oh, it's in the other bathroom.
The fucking door!
we need to pate.
Haha!
We can assemble the painting.
Yes, we can.
Hooray!
Alright, it'll probably connect.
It kind of looks like an elephant face down on something.
Oh, Christ.
Oh boy. Have fun. Oh, that looks pretty correct.
Oh, you gotta rotate them?
Yep.
That
That's
looks
right.
pretty correct.
That's right. There you go. It's an elephant on top of a giraffe. Or a zebra. The Mars key.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
I just told you, it's an elephant fucking
I
a
think
horse.
I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult exactly?
That's fair.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching
People
onto a
still do
statistical
serious
outlier
research
from
on
some
that. There's
study
a whole
and
thing
turning
about
it into a
Soviets doing
ridiculous
it.
theory. There's no
Yep.
scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so,
Psyops was a very real thing, and they still keep trying
Anyway,
to do it.
I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
Theoretically, it's probably
What do you
still
mean?
possible.
Isn't it just
considering
like
that
abstract
brain
or
stuff
something
is
like that?
mostly just electrical impulses.
It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning
Uh,
there. That's it.
Does anybody have an
it's
opinion
a-
other than mine?
It's a weeb Naruto running under trees.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like
Okay.
anything to you?
I guess it
You
looks
see
like...
you see him now, right?
No,
You see the weeb running?
I do not.
I still see what I see.
What is Funyar?
I'm not Googling it.
I'm
I am.
Googling it. Funyar Inpa. Whoa. Almost everything about this has to do with... Oh, okay. It's an assemblage of random Japanese sounds.
Damn, I am highly disappointed.
So it's
You want to
just
know what the correct answer is?
for what? Like the game to get the good ending? Is that what you mean?
No.
How can there be a correct answer?
This is a painting of a thing.
I see a dog.
I see animals, and dog and butterfly are as close as we're going to get to that. Actually, koi is a fish, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm narrowed to 3.
Now
what-
that I know what it is, I can't not see it. It's amazing how apophenia works that way.
Does that mean it's a face?
No.
Does that mean it's a butterfly?
Well, does not a butterfly have a face? Does not a fish have a face? Do not dogs have faces?
Are you now telling me that it's a boat floating in a lake?
There's the butterfly's face, there's the koi's face, the dog's face, the fuck face, the...
Some boats have, oh, what the hell are they called? Naked ladies on the prow.
What is the correct answer? Because
Oh
Just
shit!
give
I
it.
knew what this was. What this was. One point. Hold on.
Somebody just give it to us.
It's a dog.
it is a
Thanks,
dog. I told you
it
it was
was
a
right.
dog. It's a dog.
Yes. It's a dog.
Where did you see the dog?
The dog is only the white shape in the middle, and it's like howling. Its head is straight up and back.
Oh, I see it
That
now.
is... That's not it even a little bit.
Okay,
I
where's
see,
the
I
dog?
see where you're going with it.
Just pick dog! For the love of God, they'll probably show
Maybe,
you.
That's
it's a
'cause
dog.
you don't know where it is.
3 of its legs are in frame, and its face is dead center, pointing a little bit to our left, stage right. Its front right leg is connected to its nose. Its front right leg is the middle black pillar, and it connects to its nose. It has a white stripe in between its eyes going up its forehead from its nose.
A white stripe, you say?
Mm-hmm.
No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws.
Oh, there is only...
See?
Yeah, but then what's the rest of this bullshit?
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field, or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
What noises are you making over there, Alpha?
You're asking my thoughts on this?
No, what noises are you making?
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously.
Just fapping and moaning to the
Well,
long
I mean,
intellectual
the
discussion
things I just
going
told
on.
you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have
Or I'm
easily
just staring
falsified
at her
them.
boobs again. one
In
or
the
other.
end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute.
Bullshit, you weren't even listening.
Really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Wait, you got me hard up
okay.
for nothing?
Right.
Great,
All
so
right,
now
enough nonsense.
so now
We've
the
got the
stream is
key.
going to end and I'm
Let's
going to
get
go
out
to
of
bed
here.
with a raging hard on that I
Word.
couldn't resolve because this whole thing was fake.
A field
Shit.
not visible to the naked eye.
You know what that field is, everyone?
Morphogenetic field.
It's all the players who control us as characters getting together and making a wiki of what they know. And then they're bad about role-playing what they know but our characters don't. Wait, was the other painting that identical? Was that also the dog?
I would assume so.
They were the same
Can
picture,
we-
one with the guide for the other.
Okay.
We might not get to see it again.
But we wanna.
Nope, we're not allowed. But I assume it was.
Never again.
There are stars upon Mars.
Are there? Besides Matt Damon, of course.
Sure as there
Is
are
he
green
still
eggs.
there?
Yeah, he's fucking dead now.
We didn't get him in time. All right, we gotta stop. I gotta take a shower and go to bed.
I'm over here starving to death.
Yeah, and the Admiral needs to eat.
I still don't understand how you can shower and get your hair wet directly before bed.
I don't love it, but I put it up in a top knot and put a towel on my pillow. It's still kind of wet in the morning, but it's...
That's not the problem for me. For me, the problem is that it gets, like, tangled somehow when it's wet and I sleep on it.
Oh, yeah, no, I have a detangling spray that I use when I do this.
My answer to that is what hair?
Yeah, you keep yourself quite shorn. I'll send you the detangling spray I use. Let's see if you can find it in a store. I actually like this one a lot. It's very light and it works really well.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Hashtag long hair problems.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Stop this. Okay. Good night. Godspeed. Good luck.
Good night, stupid.
Good night, stupid. Beggars can't be dildos. Next time we'll peg a different ending. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Just don't peg yourself.
Without consent.
Or do.
Not without consent. Goodbye.
Bye.